back, and we're gonna move on. Moving on to the Dwarven settlement in the Frostback Mountains, Orzammar. Alright. Time to return home.
Enemies approaching!
There we go. Get him. Okay. Okay, nope, we got a mage. Wow. Okay, how far back are we? Alright. We gotta get that mage. No matter what happens, we gotta get that mage. I didn't see the mage. Alright. So the mage is way in the back.
Enemies approaching!
The mage. Mage. Alright. We got the mage. We should be able to survive this. Okay, now we gotta protect them. Get them. Okay, wow. That was rough. Alright, so we gotta go potions, lesser injury kit.
Ready.
Yikes, that was bad. Alright. Okay, let's keep it moving into Orzammar.
Most traders aren't allowed into Orzammar, so they just sort of gather near the doors. There's no laws up here at all, I'm told.
Okay, dwarf, anything?
I didn't get into this business to sit on my goods.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
Alright,
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child, I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
okay, let's talk to Stark the apprentice.
What can I do for you?
I have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Okay, well he's honored to be fired by such a... Okay, Arhen?
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
Did you lose your caste when you left Orzammar?
It's not your business. But like my father, I was born on the surface. We never had a caste to leave. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
Okay, how often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Okay, never mind. Gotta go.
Best of luck to you.
You too, brother. Okay, surface dwarves. Alright, so we're not going in there yet. We're gonna go to the other side and see if there's anything. I don't think I need to talk to the guys.
That any band that doesn't do what he tells them is going to get trounced.
I don't believe that.
I heard it plain as day. They have to fall in line and fight the Darkspawn, or he'll make an example. That's the word he used.
That don't sound very Ferelden at all, if you ask me.
Alright, well, let's move on. Anything to talk to with these people? Just surface dwarf, okay. A barrel? Well, I'll have what's in it. Thank you very much. Surface dwarf, Alright, okay. I guess we're going in. Okay, who's this guy? Farron.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armor and weaponry this side of Val Royeaux.
Okay, previously owned?
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less?
Okay, where do you get like new from?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
Okay, let me look.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
Okay, well, that tells me how long you expect me to live with your gear. Okay. What the hell? Oh, no. I wanted to look at my thing. I've got a tier 3 dagger I don't need, so I'm going to go ahead and sell this. Look, I have no armor to sell you. Okay, all this stuff I don't need. Alright, we're good. Okay. So it looks like we're going in.
King Logain.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Logain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Okay. I was born in Orzammar, let me pass. Settled? This about my father?
You're the exile. Aye. Despite your brother Beollyn's best efforts, sorrow finished what your kinslaying started. Your father is dead.
Kinslayer? Oh, you're not getting in.
How did Aaron die?
Losing 2 sons, one to murder and one to exile. Who can blame him for seeking peace among the ancestors?
The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Logain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
What? He's a traitor! And a kinslayer! You said it yourself. In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden!
That's enough. Raise your blade if you're that tough.
I will at that. I'm a messenger of King Logain.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Enemies approaching!
Alright, let's do it. Oh, no, they've got a maze.
Stay still! Tell me what you got!
Alright. Come on, who's left? Alright. Alright, well, look at Liliana and Alistair.
Why does that always happen to me?
What? Because you're traveling with me. You're traveling with me, and so you're going to get into fights. That's kind of the point of traveling with me right now. I mean, you know, that's just how it's going to be from now on. Alright. Let's go ahead and sort our loot right now. Let's get right into it. So I have no new weapons, no new armor. I have a gold ring. Okay, and everything else is just some rando crap I don't need. Alright, don't need to worry too much about. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go on.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Alright. Let's move on.
Atras Pala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. You left chaos to fester in your house, but you must respect your new role.
Bread. Please, sir. Just a bit of bread. I haven't eaten in days.
Paragon. Paragon. Did I miss the Paragon? I gotta get them all. Gotta catch them
Now
all.
that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that. Get back to the court. I want to keep her details.
Yes, mother.
Yeah, she's getting after her daughter for not wanting to be like Branka, huh? Alright, now was there... No, I can't go up there. Cool.
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to take on my first apprentice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have waited a few more years. I was arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
It is so hard to imagine seeing you now.
Oh, I've had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine. Or cheese. Especially cheese.
Okay. How about beer? Can I compare you to beer?
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Beollyn incite a riot.
You not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Okay. Well,
won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
I'm not an outsider. Captain of the Gird.
Exile, you were not to show your face here again. I have enough crime to deal with. I shouldn't have to dump you back in the deep roads.
I have a new house, the Grey Wardens.
That's right. You found pity topside. The Wardens should have better sense when choosing allies. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want?
Can a city function like this?
Blame yourself for that. The deaths in your house brought us here. And still the tavern is open, and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through.
Okay. Hammond and Beollyn are the ones I need.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Beollyn speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Doolin Ferender from his estate.
Okay. You mentioned paragons.
Are you sure you're still a dwarf? Ancestors have patience. If Bronca could hear this, well, I wouldn't be standing in dried blood. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
That's not what I meant by did you mention paragons. I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Alright, dumbass, dipshit. Anyway, where am I and where do I need to go? And who are you? Alright, let's take a look at our map. That's not our map. Okay, I'm in the middle. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna keep going the way I'm going. Narav, who are you?
Who are? By the ancestors! You were exiled into the deep roads. How can you be standing here?
Narav Hemley, is that you?
I should hope so. I'd be quite hurt if you didn't recognize me. After all, under different circumstances, we might have been married. But you were supposed to be dead. How is it you live?
The Grey Wardens rescued and recruited me.
Then I hope your return is a good omen. Since your father died, many have begun to wonder if it was Beollyn's hand behind Trian's death, not yours. Even your father believed that. It's why he appointed Lord Harrowmont as his heir. But enough Deshers support Beollyn to keep the Assembly in a deadlock. You can see how bad things have gotten.
Okay. Does Harrowmont believe Beollyn killed my brother?
You wouldn't dare say so, but the common folk do. Not enough of them, I say. Exactly half the Assembly still supports Beollyn, and their loyalty runs deep.
Okay. Where is Beollyn now?
He still lives in the king's quarters, pretending your father never repudiated him. He seems to think if he's close to the throne long enough, we'll forget he has no right to claim it.
Where's Harrowmont?
He dares not leave his estate often. You've seen what sort of thugs support your brother.
How did my father die?
In his sleep. Though many whisper those are only sweet words to hide the smell of poison. May the ancestors accept the king among their blessed number.
Okay. How much support does Beollyn have at this point?
Exactly half the Assembly. But as you know, that means his numbers are dropping.
Okay, that's enough. I must go deal with this now.
I am glad to see you're safe. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, talk to Doolin Ferender. You'll find him in Harrowmont's estate. Tell him who you are, and I'm sure he can get you an audience. I should return home until the streets become safe again.
Alright. We're gonna continue going in this direction. Okay. Vigor's imports. Well, let's go in here for a moment.
I'm unable to do that.
Okay, that unlocks later. All right. Commoner. So we've got Nug Wrangler.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs. I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Okay. A lost nug. Now, at this point, I don't even know where the nugs are, but I'll find them.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
I do.
Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too?
Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi? My companion here is a senior enchanter of the Circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
We'd be happy to answer any questions.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Okay. So, what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Okay. I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay, we're definitely going to help her out. That, however, who's Garen? That is going to be the end of this particular episode. I'm going to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.